Good morning. Today is Sunday, and it marks the beginning of the third week of Advent, and it is day 13 of our countdown. And this morning, Minnie got some new sunglasses, so she'll be all ready if it's a sunny day. And she's wearing some of the previous things she's gotten, like these little wedges and this little cute little skirt, because now we got her an extra shirt so she can be dressed. And it's supposed to be warm here in Crozet today, so hopefully she'll be well dressed. And then on our Advent calendar, we're looking for day 13. And our story today is Beauty and the Beast. Belle to the rescue. Miss Potts, Belle called as she walked into the kitchen. I found this bag of clothing sitting in the foyer. The master asked me to get rid of his clothes, Miss Potts said with a sigh. They don't fit him anymore. I'll say, said Lumiere, not to mention that none of his pants have a hole for his tail. Luckily the peddler is coming today, said Miss Potts. He'll be happy to take them off our hands. Belle returned the bag to the foyer, then came back to the kitchen. Just then Chip appeared. Hi, Belle, he said. Would you like to play hide and seek with me? I would love to, said Belle. Why don't I count while you hide? So here she is. She's found the bag of clothes, Miss Potts and Lumiere, and here she is with Chip. I'm going to play a little game. 98, 99, 100. Ready or not, here I come, called Belle. Rat-a-tat-tat. She was interrupted by a knock at the door. A peddler stood at the door, proudly displaying his goods. Belle looked at the shiny ice skates. You have so many lovely items, she said, but we don't need anything today. However, I do have this bag of clothing for you, she told him. The peddler's eyes lit up. You are too kind, he exclaimed. You must take these in return. He gave Belle the skates. So here she is counting, and here she is with the peddler, and it looks like they're going to exchange the bag of clothes for the skates. Now, what was I doing, said Belle, as she watched the peddler leave. Oh, my goodness, I was looking for Chip. She searched among the books of the library. She even peered inside the suits of armor in the great hall. Come out, wherever you are, Belle shouted in the ballroom, but her voice just echoed back at her. Chip was nowhere to be found. You win, Chip, Belle called. Chip? May I be of assistance, mademoiselle? Asked Lumiere. I can't find Chip anywhere, Belle told him. I haven't seen him since the Oh, no. He must have been hiding in the bag of clothes I gave away. Uh-oh. Come on, Lumiere, she said. We have to find Chip before he's lost forever. Belle quickly pulled on her cape and her boots, and then she grabbed her new ice skates and put them over her arm, just in case. Outside, Lumiere pointed to the tracks the peddler's wagon had left in the snow. It looks like he took a wrong turn. That means he's on the castle grounds, Belle cried. There's still time to catch up with him. So here she is getting ready, and this is where they follow the tracks. They galloped along in the snow. Awoo! Belle and Lumiere gasped. They knew that sound. It was a wolf. Spooked, Philippe reared up and stumbled off the road into a huge snowbank. Belle and Lumiere went flying. Once Belle had caught her breath, she grabbed a nearby branch and hoisted herself out of the snow. Next, she rescued Lumiere. Belle pulled and pulled, but couldn't budge Philippe. Then she had an idea. Using her skates like spades, Belle dug Philippe out. So they were riding very fast, and then Philippe fell in, and Belle and poor Lumiere, he's upside down. They raced down the road, trying to make up for lost time. Mon Dieu! Lumiere cried as they reached a fork in the road. The tracks had disappeared under the falling snow. Which way should they go? Just then, Belle spotted a redbird in a tall tree. Belle climbed up to the tree, grabbed a branch, and began to climb higher and higher. I see him ahead by the lake, she called out triumphantly. So when they got to the fork in the road, they decided to climb up the tree, and they can see him off in the distance. They walked to the lake's edge. He's so far away, Lumiere wailed. Belle smiled. Or is he? She said. Belle led them all onto the frozen lake. hoping to go straight across. But as soon as Philippe stepped onto the ice, there was a sharp crack. "Philippe is too heavy," cried Lumiere. What were they going to do? Belle looked down and saw the answer. She quickly strapped on her new skates and stepped onto the ice. "Whoa!" Belle cried as she tried to keep her balance. But after a moment, she was skating smoothly. So here she is getting on her skates. Ooh, she looks like she's going to fall, but she figures it out. Belle's skates glided over the gleaming ice. The wind whipped through her hair as she sped across the lake, faster and faster. With her eyes fixed on the peddler, Belle didn't notice a fallen tree until it was almost too late. Luckily, she swerved out of the way just in time. Finally, Belle reached the other side. "Monsieur," she called, out of breath, "you took a wrong turn, but first I think something very dear to me fell into the bag of clothes I gave you, a small teacup with a chip on its rim." "All that trouble for a teacup with a chip in it?" said the peddler, shaking his head. So here she is. Ooh, she just missed that big trunk. And then here she is. She's finally caught up with the peddler again. "It's my favorite one," said Belle. She opened the bag, and there was Chip, cozy as could be. "Great hiding spot, huh, Belle?" he whispered. "The very best," said Belle with a grin. That's the end of the story. So this story ends a little differently than some of our others, but Belle certainly didn't want to lose Chip. Even though he's imperfect, he's still very precious to her. And that's a lesson for all of us. Just because someone or something doesn't look perfect doesn't mean it doesn't have value. And that's really important for us to remember about people. God says that all of us are very valuable. So valuable that Jesus came and did everything possible and everything necessary to make sure that we could have all the love and grace that we could ever want and more than we'll ever need. Because even though sometimes we don't look or sound or feel valuable, to God we always are. And God tells us that every single day. But sometimes it takes something really special like Christmas for us to really hear it and really understand. So just like the peddler couldn't understand why Chip was so valuable to Belle, sometimes we have to remember it's not about whether we get it, but whether we appreciate just how special every person is to God. And then perhaps that's the beginning of every person being special to us. And I hope that that inspires you to try to look much deeper than our eyes can see and start looking like God sees other people. So I'm getting ready to head over to the church and lead worship over there. And I look forward to being with you again very soon. Have a wonderful day.